Good evening, and I hope everyone can see me and hear me okay. I thought I would pop on and do a quick live stream. I thought I'd do like a little what sold live stream because we haven't done one since like the 20th, I think. So it's been a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd just pop on and quickly do one of those. I'm a little bit congested, so bear with me. I apologize if I'm a bit kind of nasally, but them's the breaks. Hi Tommy, hi George, Reselling Poly, Trigger Them, RJ, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it, guys. Actually, I should really pop out the chat so I can keep an eye on it. Hi Sue, Marie as well. Hi there. Let me just pop this chat out so I can keep tabs on the chat, because that will be quite useful for me as well. And then I can kind of get on with the actual point of this stream. So just going to share with you some sales. These are all sales that are taken from the general store, which is doing pretty well at the moment. Really pleased with it. So it's going to be a mixture, mostly clothing, a little bit of footwear, a tiny bit of electronics, and that's going to be the situation. So Marie Perlet says, hi, RJ, The Hills, Reselling Poly, Sue's Parlor, Shame, hi there, Sue, Bad Biscuit, Lex, Michelle, here you're coming to Hitchin, says Lex. Yes, Beck and I have already booked the hotel, so we will be there in, when is it? November 30th, isn't it? So yes, so we're pretty pleased about that. Beck is looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be nice. Reselling Polly's in there as well. Good evening. Fritz says, hi Z, another success rate sold listening to Watch Top. Yes, Z coming to Hitchins says recently. Well, yes. Z, you look a bit tired. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Just I think I've been a bit under the weather. I've been really congested and bunged up. It's really been messing with my sleep. I've been really struggling to sleep over the last couple of nights. It's been a bit of a nightmare. I don't know what it is, but I keep on waking up mega congested. I've got a feeling I know what it is. I've got a horrible feeling I'm actually allergic to the pets, which sounds really stupid, but sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's not so bad. But there we go. Thank you, Fraser Georgia 1643. Hey, love your vids. And Shazad has popped in as well. Lex says, can we do 3 a.m. chicken? If there's a chicken shop open at 3 a.m. on the Sunday morning, Lex, I'm sure we will be out getting chicken. Daily Jesse says hi as well. Right, I've already spent enough time saying hi. Thank you everyone for joining. So let's get on to some sales. First sale I want to share with you is this Ted Baker pair of jeans. This cost me £1.50 from the bin, the Bernardo's donation centre bin, and these actually sold also for that money, so I'm glad they sold for the $19.99 plus shipping, so nice little profit there, which is cool. Let me just quickly get that up on the screen as well. So pretty pleased with that sale. So that's the first sale I want to share with you guys. Next item I want to share, a pair of Levi's 511 grey jeans. These were actually, for me, I bought these and I was very excited when I found them. Again for £1.50. They're waist 38, leg 32. Unfortunately, I think I've got thunder thighs, and my thighs were they were a bit too, I think they had a bit too much meat on the bone, shall I say, and they just felt a bit tight in the thigh section. So I did try to wear them a few times, and I didn't feel completely comfortable, and it was difficult to wear them when I was just moving. Mobility was impaired, shall we say. So my mobility was slightly impaired, and I didn't like that, so they had to go for sale. And they sold for, I believe, the $25.49. I'm going to try to keep an eye on they did sell for $25.49, and they actually went off to Europe, somewhere in Europe. I don't know where, but that's where they went to. So they're pretty pleased with that sale too. Sue says, "Oh dear, bless you." John says, "Good evening." George Ross says, "Nice. I should be coming to the Christmas do too." Oh, cool. Be able to meet George in person too. Antoinette, Jennifer Hayes. Um, do you have childbearing hips too? Z says Lex. Well, you'd think so from that waistline, but unfortunately not. Hey DBG, how are you? Daily Jesse. So yeah, next item I want to share with you guys as well. This is a good brand to look out for. Now, this is a pair of Red Root London Kevlar padded black denim motorcycle jeans. Now, I know when I shared these in the pickup video, because I think these were in a pickup video, a couple of the guys in the chat did mention quite rightly too that that word there, Kevlar, is a naughty word, or it's a word that you can get zeroed for. But as we know with eBay is really inconsistent with how they apply their rules. So sometimes they're going to be really sharp on their rules, and you'll feel the brunt of them. Sometimes they just won't do anything, and it's just a bit of pot luck in that situation. I'd looked at listings for these trousers, and a lot of people had used Kevlar and were using Kevlar for this brand in their eBay listings, and they didn't have any issues. So I thought, hey, they're using them, and I know that's not a guarantee. If you know that a word is on the Vero list, and it has a possibility of getting your listing banned and taken down, then you've got to use that word kind of at your own risk. Now, what I did was, as you can see, is I don't know if this helps at all. It probably doesn't, but I noticed one listing which had put the registered trademark logo there next to the Kevlar. Now, if you're listing on PC, I don't know if you guys can see that okay or not. I don't know if I can make this bigger or not. I think I can. There you go. Yeah. If you look at that there, you can see that I've got the registered trademark logo, which I can't remember. I think it was like you press Alt on the keyboard and like 0174 or something, and it comes up with the registered trademark logo. Now, I don't know if that helped. It probably didn't, but I just thought it looked cool anyway. So I just used the word Kevlar, put the registered trademark logo, and called it a day. So I was pretty happy that went. These, I believe, however, we took an offer for. Again, we only paid like £1.50 for them, and in the end, we sold these for an offer. We took an offer of £30 on these plus the shipping. So they sold very quickly, and we actually had messages, so we could have probably held out, but it was a quick flip. They sold very quickly from listing, so I was happy with that sale too. Next item. Now, this is the second time we've actually sold this particular item. The first time it sold, it came back because the person that bought it was actually trying to use it for their child's I don't know, like Halloween or whatever. I don't know what it was, but this is a vintage Ronald McDonald dress up. As you can see, it's very creepy. Actually, it does make even a normal kid look really creepy. It's a horrible fancy dress, absolutely gross. You can see it in the packaging there, but it is vintage. It is official McDonald's merch, and it is made in the USA as well, which is really nice. And it sold in sale for the asking of it was originally £20, but then in the sale it was down to £16.99, so it sold for £16.99 plus I think a good amount of shipping because it went to the USA. In fact, I think it sold. Wow, the total cost in the end was $31.98 because our shipping is like for a parcel or something is quite high in there, and they wanted it and they paid $31.98 or something in total for this item. So I'm pretty pleased with that sale. Just want to say a quick hi to Jennifer Hayes, the Hills of Heaven, Antoinette Daly, Michelle Latham, Shazad's in there as well, DMH Products. Thank you everyone for popping in. I do appreciate it. To be fair, you could want Ronald McDonald at your party, says Peter. Right? Yeah, Peter, I don't know. It's just a creepy looking outfit. Next item, this is a Jules Loop de Lou striped hoodie. Again, picked up for £1.50. This sold pretty quickly for $16.99 plus shipping for the asking, so I was very happy with that sale. Nothing spectacular, just a striped hoodie. It's cool that Jules names their stuff. Not that matters. I mean, it was a US size 12, a UK size 16 cotton blend item. But yeah, £1.50 to $16.99. Pretty happy with that sale. Moving on, pair of design Lokes Claridge G Fernley fit size 7 blue brogue suede shoes. Not in the best condition. As you can see, the suede is always really funny item to buy secondhand. You've got to be very careful about the condition. You've got to make sure that it is in as good a condition, and if it's not in good condition, you've got to be prepared to explain that it's not in good condition. So, just as long as you do that, you should be okay. These shoes, I think I paid I don't know, £2-3 for, something along those lines. Designed by Lokes. They're a size 7, which isn't the best men's size, but it's okay. And we sold them for the 21-24, I believe. Let me just confirm that for you guys. Yes, 21-24. And these again were bought by a customer, an international customer. So it went to Europe. So in total, they paid about 30 odd pounds for these shoes. So as you can see, they did have a bit of wear, but I mentioned the wear, so just to cover myself, and the fact that they were resold as well. So overall good condition with a recent resole from Timpson's. Shoes do have some scuffing / marks, so you've got to always make sure that you describe your items, whatever they are, whether it's clothes, electronics. It pays. Don't try to hide any issues or blemishes. It's all too easy to do that because you want your item to, you want it to sell. So you're like, if I say that it's got all these nasty stains on it and no one will buy it, it's not true. People will buy items even when they're messed up. I sell a lot of broken electronics because I clearly state that they're sold broken. You will obviously get some issues where people will buy them and then be like, it's broken, even though you've titled it as that, but that's just a mistake by the buyer. BCP's in the chat as well. So hi there. Pommy Pickers Rod has popped in as well. Hi there. So thanks for popping in. Next item. Now this is one of my favorite sales of the recent of this batch of 20 that I'm sharing. Again, it's from the bin. Again, paid £1.50 for it. This is an All Saints Venge wool linen blend corduroy elbow patch jacket. Really happy with this sale. It's a beautiful item. It was a bit creased and it's got like a wire kind of trim on the along the bottom of it. Single vented at the back. This I saw it was only £1.50. I know All Saints is a decent brand, but this style is very cool. And again, All Saints very kindly name their pieces, as they call them, I suppose. And it's made in the UK, so good quality item. Paid £1.50. It was on at $59.99, and then it was $50.99 in our sale. But we actually took an offer. So I'm glad I checked. I've just so you know, guys, I've actually got a second screen up where I can check my my prices. So we had it up at $59.99. It was down at $50.99 in the sale, which is 15% off. But we actually took an offer of £40. And I was really happy to accept that because, like I said, we only paid £1.50, and plus it was going abroad. There was £15 shipping, so the buyer offered 40, but they were in fact paying 55 because it's going abroad. So I bear that in mind, that the international buyer, and from £1.50 to £40, I'm not going to say no. And DBG says, found my first All Saints today, a men's shirt, got it home and discovered it's missing a button. I hate when that happens, DBG. And Shazad says, don't you have a steamer at the office? I do. Rebecca likes to use it. I've gotten quite lazy with the steamer, and I'm kind of like, yeah. Looking at those photos, yes, I probably should have steamed it. You can see it's a bit crinkled along the bottom there. Have a look at the photos. A bit crinkled at the bottom, but it didn't stop it from selling. And we got £40 for it, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Next item. Hi Alpha Jacob, how are you? And Ricky sells stuff as well. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Great to catch your live show. Good to get some knowledge of some great clothing brands. Easy to look out for, says Alpha Jacob. Cool. And Ricky sells stuff. Breakfast with Z for us Aussies. Cool. Pete Harrison and his Emporium says hi too. Thank you everyone for joining in. Really do appreciate it. Next item. Now this is quite a surprising item. A couple weeks back, Beck and I were selling at a car boot sale. When we're selling, I tend to just chill out with Beck. I don't often like wander off, but I did do like a little wander off, a little lap, and it was quite late on at the car boot as well. So I was very surprised to see a Nintendo 64 with Mario for sale. I thought, oh, it must be really highly priced. When I asked the guy, he asked £20, and I thought £20, it was worth the risk, even though I really did have some doubts about it. But it's just really, it was a really poor quality item in terms of condition. The game had a lot of damage. And even on the inside where the console slots into the unit, even that had some like weathering. It's scuffed. But anyway, we were looking for quick sales, so paid £20 for this, and we actually accepted an offer of £48 very quickly after listing it. I was pretty happy to accept £48 plus the shipping. Sold very quickly, so standard sell that. When I say standard, I mean like, you know, it was just a quick flip. We literally sold it the day we listed it. So we bought it on a Sunday, listed it and yeah, there we go. Shazad says you could have got a better price with better presentation. Very true, Shazad. We could have gotten a better price. I actually think we probably could have gotten more for the All Saints jacket if we hadn't even presented it, even if we just waited. But I think we're going very much for the quicker turnover on these items. And it's kind of nice. So yeah, but yeah, you're right. Definitely with better presentation, you're always gonna get better money. And Vincent Lees, hi there. How are you, mate? I passed it up. Z, the stick on the pad was very loose. I didn't think it was too bad. The stick on the pad. But yeah, I know what you mean. It probably could have been better. But yes, I took it. Your photos look quite dark on the Nintendo sale, says Rod. Yes, I took those on my phone. My phone was bad. Oh my god, it had a £45 sticker on it. See, that's the beauty of going round later, Vincent. When I saw it, it didn't have a price on it. And when I asked how much, they just said 20 quid. And I was like, 20 quid? Sure, there you go. So I paid 20 for it and sold it. This is a really good sale. Pretty pleased with this one. Was surprised to see this brand had a decent value to it. This is an Alpha Industries extreme cold weather Alaska parka coat. So obviously in the middle of summer, probably not the best item to list, but you should list things anyway. And again, it's got a blemish there, a little mark there that I took a photo of. Certain shades of green I find very difficult to get the white balance on. But yeah, Alpha USA, really cool pickup. Paid £1.50 again from the bin. It's priced high at $89.99. We got an offer of $50. It was a big bulky item, and we were like, you know what, completely, yeah, if you want it for £50, it is yours for £50, my good sir. And we accepted £50 plus the $7.99 shipping on this because we wanted that quick turnover. And I was really pleased to take that. So for a £1.50 pickup, if you can turn £1.50 to £50 pretty quickly as well, that was the key. It's the speed of the sale as well. We're churning the sales over on the general store a bit better now than we were, and I think partly it's because we are being quite quick with our just accepting offers and things. We could have gone back at 60 or 70. Didn't want to risk it really. 50, I thought to myself, £50, that's a good offer for something we've paid £1.50 for. It's big and bulky. And I had a look at what others have sold for, I thought it was decent. So Alpha Industries, worth looking out for. There are some sellers trying to get really high money for this, like over 100, lots of watches but no buyers. But yeah, there we go. Sold it quickly. Again, within the week of listing it. That's the thing. All these things are selling like very quickly in that sense. Next item, this is a pair of Levi's 511s, and I did take an offer on these as well, these men's stretch blues. We took an offer of £17, so they were up at £29.99 down to £25.49. Someone offers us £17 plus the £3.49, and there we go. Again, from £1.50 taken. So pretty pleased with that. Let me just quickly have a look. Shazad says, do you think you leaving a lot of money on the table? Wouldn't it be better to price the item at 50 to start with? Well, if you were doing no offers, then yeah, you could put it at 50. But we priced it. We looked at what other people had priced it at. There was one seller that was pricing the jacket at well above 100. And then there were others that had sold theirs for a lot less. So looking at what this guy was asking versus what these had sold for, we kind of went somewhere in between. That's why we chose like the £80-90 mark. But we were open, we priced it knowing that we would take a lot less. Hence we put best offer on it. But yeah, we could have just put 50 and waited. But I think by putting on a reasonable price compared to the other sellers, so we looked at who else was selling one at the time, and they were asking, like I said, well above 100, and they had lots of watches but no buyers. So we went quite a bit under their price at $89.99, but with best offer, and I think we actually got the price that kind of it's worth, because looking at what others had sold for is around that kind of money. Some had sold for less, some for a little bit more, but it was around that money. So we were pretty happy to take £50. And again, bear in mind we're paying £1.50 for these items. So I like having the best offer on. I think it just makes me feel kind of more comfortable. If you're not that confident with your pricing on something, I think it's always good. And I think with clothes, especially used clothes, if you can get an edge, then why not take it? That's how I feel. I mean, it could be wrong, but there we go. Let me just go back onto the screen. So again, this was another one we took £17 for. Levi's jeans 511s. There's nothing special about these. So again, we price kind of what we would really love to get, but we know is a bit high. Put it on sale, and then someone can make an offer, and we're reasonable with our offer. So £17, and that was it. David Morse says, can I ask, how were the analog sticks for the N64 pads? Were they still tight? They were good. I actually thought they were good. They weren't amazing. They were used, but they had life in them. They weren't as bad as others I've seen. So there we go. Christine Davies is in the chat as well. Hi there. Let's move on. Next item, pair of Doc Martens. We picked these up for £2. So pretty pleased. I think it was £2 for these. I could be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure we paid like £2 for these. I think we recently shared these actually. Standard pair of Doc Marten work shoes. I'd actually put a spelling mistake in this. I think I'd spelt these Doc Martens with an I, or was it Beck? I can't remember. I'm not sure. One of us had misspelt this, but Mandy kindly messaged us to let us know it was Martens, and corrected it, and they sold very quickly. Not the best condition shoe. Used, but not massively used, but they did have some wear, like, there was a bit of creasing on the front, etc. Again, we paid £2. We had them priced at 35. What did we sell these for? Let me just double check for you guys so I don't give you wrong information. We actually took an offer on these, or actually, no. Not, we didn't take an offer. We sent an offer to Watcher, I think. I think I was sending out watches to offers to watches, and we sent one out at £26, and they sold. So I was very happy with £26. So, you know, quick sale, gone. Next item. This is one of the best sales. One of the other best sales. We've had a couple of good sales in this lot, but this was a really nice sale. This was a car boot sale pickup for £1. There was a guy that was just clearing everything that he'd got a house clearance for £1. And this is a Sharp font writer personal word processor with floppy disk drive and printer. Now, I did take a bunch of photos of this, and I showed the screen working as well, and it, you know, we did actually test this as well, and you can, oh god, what was it? Just I've got a really rubbish mouse at the moment that kind of, yeah, there we go. So took a nice side profile photo to show that it had a floppy drive and a printer, the pop-up screen, really nice. A little bit of discoloration, took some decent photos. Now this only cost £1, which was insane. Well, it's not insane, it's out of date stuff. Who knows what people are going to use it for, but it was working. I tested it, typed some stuff, printed it out. Even the ink cartridge was half decent, and I was really happy with that. And this actually sold, we had it on at $59.99 plus £10 shipping, and what did we sell it for? We sold this typewriter for, it sold, okay, it was $59.99, and it sold this on the sale price. So we actually got our sale price on this. So sold for £50.99 plus the £10 shipping. So really happy from a £1 sale. And Rebecca actually shipped this herself. She actually packaged this herself, so we're getting back into the packaging side of it. So she did a really good job, actually, considering how awkward it could be. And BCP, no pubes in the keyboard this time. No, definitely not BCP. I made sure that it was free of any stray hairs, mine or anyone else's. So that was that. And Shazad says, would it be worth trying to get a job at the Bernardo's outlet? I don't know, Shazad. That's not a bad idea, but it's not possible. It's just not possible. Rebecca, says DBG. I didn't say Rebecca, did I? I said Rebecca. I said Rebecca. I didn't say Rebecca. Does it sound like Rebecca to you? I don't know. Anyway, Rebecca. Becca. She doesn't like being called Becky, so I don't call her that, but Rebecca. I just call her Rebecca. Beck is what I call her. Okay. Anyway, let me just scroll across to the next item. Next item I want to share with you guys. It is a pair of Levi's 501s, waist 32, leg 34. These sold for $16.99. I'm pretty certain. Let me just check. Yep, they just sold for the $16.99 that they were priced at. So cool little sale there. Nothing spectacular. Levi's are really bread and butter. Unless you find like a special pair, they're not even the best jeans out there. Ideally, you want to look for some like high-end, like Japanese denim, selvage, fancy brand that you can sell for lots of money. These are pretty standard jeans. But again, we picked these up for £1.50, which is cool. You can see the inside pocket was quite worn. It had been washed. There we go. So it was done for $16.99. Next item is a pair of Burton selvage jeans. So just talking about selvage, this is actually a pair of selvage tapered jeans. it's worth looking out for selvage. Now, in this particular instance, it wasn't as worth it as I would have liked, because these are just Burton jeans. Now, selvage is that stitching basically on the inside. It's a certain type of stitching, but you've got to be really careful and make sure that that stitching runs along the whole of the inside of the jean, because some cheap makes will do fake selvage jeans, so they'll give it a selvage look, so they'll give it the stitching. But what you'll notice, if you pull these were full selvage jeans. However, if you get some cheap jeans which pretend to be selvage jeans, you'll look up the inside leg and the stitching will stop. It will stop. It won't be running the whole way. In the end, these didn't do particularly well for us. We struggled to sell them. We're only asking £25 for them. 21, 24. In the end, we got an offer of 15. We took the offer. But selvage jeans can be worth a lot of money. But like with anything, it's got to be a good brand. It's got to be a desirable brand, but definitely worth looking out for selvage jeans, especially in certain brands, I would say anyway. Right. Eric Liddy says, is this word processor the thing Beck wrapped in a poly bag to make it look nice? No, Eric, that was, I think she wrapped, I can't remember what it was actually, but something she had to make a cardboard box for. I can't remember what it was now, but there we go. Next item, this is quite a cool little sale. This is a Technics Panasonic Auto CD Technology Technical Guide Dealer Service Manual. So this is just like these items are slow. You have to wait for them to sell. They take a long time to sell. You have to wait for someone that's looking for them. Otherwise, you're going to give these away. We've had these listed for quite a while, but they don't take up really any room at all being books. They're quite compact. And we sold this guide for £20 plus £3.99 shipping. No, sorry, it actually had £10 shipping because this is going abroad, somewhere in Europe, I believe. So there we go. Andy Williams says, have you dropped the knowledge bomb yet? Sorry, just arrived on the off chance I haven't missed it. There are no knowledge bombs being dropped in this video. This is just a sales video, so I'm not dropping any knowledge bombs in here. I don't want to overdo it, Andy, because it will get boring very quickly. Christine says, I've never seen any selvage jeans either. DBG says, last pair of selvage I sold, I think I took an offer of 40 on them. Wow, DBG. They must have been a really nice pair. Wow, that's good money. We struggled to sell those. Honestly, we had them listed. I think we had some nice photos on them. We didn't really get, we got like one or two watches, and we were like, we want to shift stuff, so we take an offer of £15. Again, we only paid £1.50. But this service manual, by the way, we didn't pay anything for. It was in the job lot for a while, so it owes us nothing. So sold it for £20 plus like a tenner shipping to Europe. So pretty pleased with that. Next item. Now this is actually a really nice sale. This is something that Rebecca listed. It's a Schemo brand multi-tribal eye print scarf. It's not made of silk or anything. It's 100% polyester. They were an American Apparel pair. My God, wow, DBG, that's a really good price. Oh, there you go, made in Italy, but Schemo made in Italy, but polyester and not in perfect condition. You can see it's got some kind of white. I don't know what those are. Those holes or marks. I'm not sure. But yeah, really crazy print there with the eyes. Really nice print actually. And this scarf neckerchief sold for the asking of £18 plus shipping. So really nice sale. Very happy with that sale. Cool when something like that sells. I think this was bought in like a job lot of scarves a while back. Next item. We're getting to the last few items now, guys. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Are there thread pulls? Probably, DBG. Yeah, probably. And Eric says, I do very well with all sorts of service manuals, but super long tail completely. Hi Glock 30 fan, thank you for popping in. A mother's mustache as well. Hi, thank you for popping in. Right, now this is a cool little sale. This is a men's 1992 British Olympic appeal tie, 100% silk, by Cornelia James. So we just took some regular pictures. It's actually quite difficult to photograph a tie and make it look attractive. It's difficult anyway. But still, we got £12 for this scarf, so very happy. Andy Robinson says, hi Zahir, I own that sharp word processor and did my NVQ on it in 93. Sold it at Bedford auction soon after. Made a £4 loss after fees. Wow, a nice example of how yesterday's trash can increase in value, says Andy Robinson. Wow, Andy, that's interesting to know. That same sharp word processor. Amazing. Made a £4 loss after fees. Oh gosh. But auctions can be like that. To be fair, Andy, if you look at that same typewriter, and I may actually do this, if you look at that same typewriter, it has sold for a lot less than what we sold it for. So actually, that's a good point. We'll look into that actually. Next item, this is a really nice silver chunky rope chain necklace with a shell marble effect pendant marked 925. So silver pendant. We took some photos. It says Italy on it as well. 95, 52 grams with the pendant. We've actually had this for quite a while, and in the end we accepted an offer of £20 plus shipping, just because we've had it for sale for a long time, not really had any interest. £20 offer came in, we were like, yeah, why not take it. Moving on, this is something we only picked up the last weekend, I think. A pair of unisex Converse Wonder Woman trainers, a UK size 5. They didn't actually have any laces. I believe we paid £3 for this pair of trainers. They're in really good condition actually. Just, really good condition. Just had no laces. Just nice. There you go. UK 5. Very clean soles. We had this up for £30. And we took an offer. Again, we're taking a lot of offers, guys. But when we list something and it gets an offer quickly, we're that much more likely just to move it along. And we took an offer of £20 plus the shipping. So from £3 to £20, jobs are good. Final item I want to share with you guys is an Ermanildo Zegna or Zegna. Very plain shirt, but that's why I've shared it, because this is a brand that I only know about because of Ronnie Hart. Ronnie Hart is probably one of the coolest guys on YouTube, in my opinion. Ronnie Hart is just so freaking cool. I just think he's an awesome dude. Just a super cool guy. If you haven't checked out Hart's Pickers, please check it out. I don't know if anyone can put a link to his channel in the chat, but he's just so cool. And the guy is like, if you want to learn how to sell clothes and achieve really, really good average selling price, I'm pretty sure Ronnie Hart has like an average selling price of like $80 or $90, and he sells mainly clothes. I think he pretty much sells clothes. The guy is just knowledge bomb central. But yeah, Ronnie is amazing. He's just so cool to listen to. No BS guy. And this brand is one that I've picked up from watching his videos over the years. He probably wouldn't pick up a shirt like this because it's a bit plain, I guess. But I saw it here in the UK. And I was just like, yeah, I've got to pick it up. But it's just a very plain shirt, regular fit. And I just thought, yeah, because of the brand, purely because of the brand, I was like, I'm gonna give it a go. And I was glad that I did pick it up. Again, I only paid £1.50 for it. but again, we accepted an offer. There you go. BCP has put Heart Picker's channel link. Thank you, BCP. Bumcrack Picker has just put in the link for Ronnie's channel. For those of you that haven't seen it, I'm sure all of you in here have, but just in case, because the guy deserves as many viewers as possible, because he's knowledge. If you want knowledge bombs on clothes, I learned about Shell Cordovan shoes from him. Still haven't found any, but definitely worth it. But yeah. Took an offer of £18, £1.50, very plain shirt for £18. So think about how their nicer dress stuff is going to sell. So I'm definitely going to look out for Zegna as a brand in the future as well. Now, before I go, what I'm going to do is actually, I liked the point that was brought up by Andy Robinson in the chat about how things change. Because it's very true, things do change in terms of values going up and down. But I'm pretty sure, FW710, I'm pretty sure that sometimes, it can really, let me just, we just go to eBay. If we just type in, what we're going to type in, FW710. There you go. Wow, loads of people selling them now for £50. That was our one, 50. There you go. Some people selling them for 22, 28. And I don't know if there was any at auction that sold for less. I've got a feeling some did sell for less. I can't remember now, but all listings. Okay, maybe not. But anyway, they do change. They do change. But they do have a variance in price. Sometimes you just don't know when you, especially when you do auction. But I don't know how they only sold this for $22.50. They got 28. This guy got 75 for his, and I'm guessing that's ours there. All right. I just wanted to share that really. Let me just transition over. Yeah, I was trying to actually make the point that there can be some big variances. Didn't come up, but I swear I saw them when I was looking for them originally. So you have to believe me on that. Okay. Ronnie is so much the better, because even though he's always killing it, he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder like some people. Yeah, it can happen. How many unread messages? I don't know. It says like a couple hundred, doesn't it? They're all just, those eBay messages you get, like offers been made or listings ended or whatever. I don't think they're not customer messages. Vintage Vandal. They're not customer messages. Even though this is our second store, we still do keep on top of messages. If a customer messages us, we reply pretty much straight away. So we actually had a question come through today about an item, and there you go. Yeah, this is our general store, Millionaire Militaria. So this is just like what we kind of sell, like all the non-RC stuff on. So clothing, electronics, things like that. So this is what we sell all that stuff on. And we've been building it up slowly. It's up to like 370 feedback now, which is pretty cool. And sales have started to pop on as well. So, but our main store is still, we just want to keep it all the RC on that one, all the hobby, well, calling it hobby stuff, and then all the general stuff on the second one. All right, guys. I hope you found that sales video interesting. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section if you enjoyed the video. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. So thanks for watching. Oh, Eric asked, how's the RC store doing? You know what? We're not doing bad. We're doing pretty well. We've actually had one of our best weeks. I don't normally do graphs on a, on not on a Friday, but I know we didn't do graphs on the I think I didn't do graphs, did I, on the other days? I don't know. Yeah, we've done pretty well. We've done pretty well. We'll probably do graphs on the Friday, so I don't want to kind of do graphs now and stuff, but yeah, things have picked up quite well. Especially since doing promoted listings and refreshing them every couple of days. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night now. Getting a little bit heavy-eyed. Thank you for everyone for watching. Thank you if you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.